So we're gonna do a little Halloween yoga today. So hopefully I'm not blinding y'all with the sun behind us. So she's dressed, I'm dressed. Actively Amber and Nani. Yay! Woo! My Lord, it's hotter than I thought it was gonna be today. Okay. So then let's go ahead. Woo! I'm gonna half undress. Let's see if the dogs come to join us later. Let's go ahead and start on our mat seated. Oh yeah. Find a seated position. You can do just easy seated like me where you have, sorry, my tutu's in the way. Let me get my tutu out the way. Or you can do cross-legged. Oh, I didn't bring any blocks, but you'll be okay, right? Yeah, I'll be okay. So we're gonna start an easy seated, just kind of enjoying the sunshine on our back. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you guys, but the full moon the last few nights has been so bright and beautiful, the blue moon. So hopefully you guys got to enjoy some of that. I know I did. The energy was rocking me for like 5 days before that. So hopefully we will come back to a good place. Oh, I have a light. Let me light mine. Okay. We're going to try a different mudra today. I'm just going to go with Halloween style. I love it. We're going to do a lotus mudra. So you're going to bring your hands together. You're going to put your thumbs in the bottom of your palm together. And then you're going to touch your pinkies, okay? And then you're going to let your little fingers kind of crawl out. So for Halloween, this could be a spider. Instead of a lotus, this could be a spider one, see? So we'll do our little lotus. Lotus is usually out and beautiful. Spider could be in a little bit. So that's what we're going to do today. Let me get back in my position. We're going to bring it down to our chest. And the lotus is typically a blooming flower. It helps you with releasing anxiety, a release of anything. And it actually, the lotus flower absorbs more than it gives out. So if you need to reset, recuperate, especially with that full moon energy. It's okay.
Okay. Somebody takes me.
That's okay. If you have, that full moon energy was so strong and you feel like you were just giving and giving and giving, here's a time with the full moon you got to let go. And so now we're going to absorb more in. So let's do some breaths. We're going to do just some inhale and exhale through the nose. So let's do like 4 breaths holding it here. Inhaling everything we need to absorb through a little lotus or spider. Exhaling things that does not serve us anymore. We do not need them. Now, like a spider that is done absorbing its food, it's going to actually curl in on itself. Just like the lotus does, sometimes the flower crawls in on itself and just needs to recoup at night. And then take a deep breath with this one. Inhale, exhale. And then guess what? We're going to bud back out, or the spider is alive again. He's going to open up. Beautiful. Today's intention, let's set our intention. What do we want to get out of today? We've got plenty of warmth out here. Is it just a reset? Is it love, peace, kindness, letting go of anxiety, aggression? What is it? So you set your intention. And we're going to let go of our lotus. Get our hands moving out. Ooh, it's nice and sweaty out here. I never would have said that on November 1st. It's sweaty, but Texas weather. Let's do a cleansing inhale. So inhale up. And exhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, hands together. Prayer hands, bringing them down. Exhale. Very good. Excuse me. Today is one of those days. Let's go ahead and just rock onto our hands and knees. Oh. Well, it's nice and heated today, you know. Hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. Beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some relaxed cow. So we're just going to inhale. We're going to drop that belly, lift that tailbone up, lift that head up. And we're going to enjoy the sunshine and beautiful wind out here. And then as you exhale, you're going into your scaredy cat. So we're going to hunch over like we're scared. And you'll just do it with your breath. Keep doing it with your breath. I'm going to check what happened over here. Da, 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 da. Gotta love technical difficulties. Keep going with your breath, inhaling into your cow, exhaling into your scaredy cat. Good. Wiggle your toes if you need to. Wiggle your bottom if you need to. And then when you go in your scaredy cat, you're going to get those shoulders. You're going to pull them back. You're going to enjoy with the shoulders just a stretch. So you can actually, when you're going back into your scaredy cat, when you tuck under, you can like sway from one side to the other. And back into your cow. And then sway the other way. Making our pumpkin circles. Like you would if you had a pumpkin around you. Good. All right. Last breath, and you guys will meet me at neutral. We're going to do a little bit of our balancing, which is always a fun one. So we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So find, if you're outside like us, find a hole where your leg can stay in your foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up my right leg and left arm. Thumbs up, toes down. Okay? And we're just going to inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Beautiful. We're going to release that down. We're going to switch sides. So now it's going to be my left leg, right arm. Thumbs up, toes down. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And set it down. We can go a little bit faster. So Nani is going to do one version. She's going to inhale and she's going to bring up opposite arm leg. And then she's going to exhale down. So hers is going to be kind of a quicker. Inhale, exhale. Good. We're just going to inhale, exhale. That one's hard enough, right? But I'm going to challenge others to keep that arm and leg up. You keep going with your one side and the other side. I'm going to encourage others. We're going to reach around. We're going to grab. We're going to stretch. Kind of like a little tarantula here, right? Almost in a dancer pose, but today we're calling it tarantula. Because he's kind of weird. And we're going to relax. And inhale, bring the other one up. Nani, you can keep inhaling, exhaling if you want. I'm going to reach around, grab my other tarantula leg. If I had 8. And you can exhale down and inhale up on the inside if you want. Good. To me, I get a good stretch in the quads on this one, the front of the thighs. Exhaling and bringing it down. All right, Nani, you good? We're going to bring it down to child's pose. So we're going to bring our knees to the sides, toes together, and we're just going to easily come down. Oh yeah, stretching it out. Head comes down, forehead on the mat. Let's take 3 to 4 breaths here and just kind of wiggle it around. See where your tension is. Or if you just find a spot you want to stay in, that's fine. Stay right there. walk it up. Since we're kind of almost already in a goddess pose, we can curl our toes. And let's start walking it up onto our toes, okay? And we're gonna actually just kind of move our feet apart. So your heels are in and your toes are out. There you go. If you can. That's okay. And Nani, you can stay right there. Put your arms, and actually, let's put our arms crisscrossed. And this is kind of another spidery move.
I should have my feet there.
Well, if you can. If you can't, that's okay. I've had a lot more years of this, so it's okay. You don't need to compete, right?
Right.
So we've got our little tarantula stretching out our shoulders. I'm gonna come up now into my low goddess. And I'm gonna try to remember which hand I had over, because we're gonna have to switch sides, right? So now hands back down. I think before I had my right over, so now, yep, my left will go over, and I'm just gonna lean forward. Stretching out my shoulder. How does that feel? I feel it in my upper back a little bit too, which is nice. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, sure. I wonder what
Nani's veil's attacking her.
thought it was spider.
We're gonna walk it up back to our low goddess, where your hands and your elbows are on your knees, hands are up. Good job. And just breathe. This is just a hip opener. I can feel it in my sacrum down, way down in those hips. I love it. All right, hands down. Guess what? We're gonna start to kind of roll our feet up a little bit, and we'll get into forward fold. So keeping your knees bent, just kind of fold here. Those legs are like, woo, I don't know if I want to straighten out today. So we're just gonna help them out. Sway back and forth. Let's put our hands on our shins and inhale, half lift. Activating them, and exhale, forward fold. There we go. A little bit more relaxation into it. And let's just slowly tracing our fingers along our toes. Bend those knees. Roll it up. Good. Let's go ahead and get into our mountain pose. Hey, if you just joined, if you'll mute. Thank you. All right, in our mountain pose, we're standing with our feet or shoulder width apart. Sorry, my tutu keeps coming up. I had the lights on. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, there we go. I see them. Feet shoulder width apart, hands down. The palms are facing front. Shoulders, just move them up, back, and down so they're away from your ears. Head is up. Knees are slightly bent. Pelvis, your booty is not poking out. Okay? I'll do this way. My booty is not poking out. I'm gonna actually tilt that pelvis under, okay? So my booty is not poking. Because otherwise I have a huge sway in my back. I wanna kind of straighten out that back from the bottom to the top. Maybe hard for y'all to see with my tutu. And just inhale and exhale. And remember, every time we're inhaling, we are inhaling good, whatever our good intention was. And when we're exhaling, we're releasing any worry, any stress. Beautiful. Let's do a cleansing inhale. Inhale up, arms come all the way to the sky. Let's exhale, swan dive. So we're just going to keep the arms out, head is up. Last thing to come down is your head. Into forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Sway back and forth. Let's even put our arms and kind of box ourselves in. Hands on your elbows if you can, and just sway back and forth. Good. Hands come down. Let's bend our knees really intently, and let's reverse swan dive. So arms come out, head comes up. Hands come to Anjali Mudra and come down. Good. we're going to work on a little tree right now. Take a cleansing drink if you need in between. It is super hot out here, so we're gonna take some. We're in black. I'm about to die out here. Oh yeah, so much better. Okay. So we're gonna move into our tree phase. And you can face forward if you want, or whichever way. Find somewhere where you have a steady ground would be perfect. Oh, I'm glittery. I'm gonna do my right leg first as my base leg. My other is just gonna kick stand up. I do have a micro bend in this base leg so that it's not stick straight. Micro bend. Inhale, arms come up. You've got your branches. Where do you want your branches today? Figure out your branches, and then you can start moving your leg up if you want. You do want to find a focal point, a drishti, where you can focus on something in front of you that's not moving, okay? So, focus on something that's not moving, and that's how you're going to help your balance, that extra focus you're putting in it. So think about that. If you can focus on something, you can accomplish anything, right? So when you're scatterbrained or you're having issues, you know, if I focus, I can stay steady. So you need to focus and just think about the one thing you need. Don't worry about multitasking. Worry about the one thing you need, and you can accomplish it. If you take your eye off the focal point, you may wobble, but that's okay. How do we learn? When we wobble and when we make mistakes, that's how we learn, right? Woo. Inhale, exhale, bring it down. I heard her back there. She was like, oh, I'm done. Find another spot. If you're working outside with a natural ground, you've got to find a good spot to kind of ground yourself into that earth. We're going to kickstand the other side. Remember, the base leg has a micro bend, okay? Good. Inhaling it up to the sky. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Once you figure out where you want your hands to go, then you can raise your leg up. I'm just going to turn the other way. You stay right there. I'm going to show y'all a different one. I'm going to come behind, and I'm just going to hold. Finding a focal point. It is harder with the sun. Just stay steady. Looking at that focal point. If you wobble, come down and come right back into it. Finding a new focal point if you need. Good. Inhale. Exhale and come out.
I'm a weeping willow today.
That's okay. You can be a weeping willow. Those are kind of the scary ones, right? They're the weeping willows that come to get you. Some interpretive dance in there. I like it. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and we will stand facing forward with the camera. Oh, we're having issues. And we're going to try to do, normally we call this eagle, but today we're going to call it mummy. Okay? Since it's Halloween, we're going to be a mummy all wrapped up in tights. So this is going to be super fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So pick a base leg. Since I started with my right, with my tree, I'm going to do that one again. So I have my base leg. My other one, I'm just going to bring my knee up to me. Okay? And what I'm actually going to do is kind of pull it over so that it touches the ground on the other side. You're okay. So I have my left leg over, right? Or correct? So left leg is over. So I'm going to put my left arm out. My right arm is going to come over. Elbows are going to kind of go into the crease together. Now the wind kicks up. So it's going to see how our mummy can handle this. And you stay right here, okay? I'm going to keep going down a little bit. I'm going to wrap my feet around me a little bit. I'm going to bring my elbows up. And this is a good stretch for that back shoulder too. Calling this one mummy. Wrapped all around to make sure that we're preserved. We can come out and say, ooh. So give me some inhales. And then the exhale, I want you to say, oh, like a mummy. Inhale. Exhale. Oh. Good. Now to come out of it, you're going to release your hands first. You're going to stand up. We're going to bring our knee back up, like Karate Kid style, and bring it down. Roll out this ankle that was down. How'd you do? Did you do good?
I did better.
High five.
Did better.
Good job. Her mummy stayed intact. Yes. So now let's try the other side, y'all. It keeps trying to redo our dang live video here, so I apologize, y'all. We'll just restart it like 100 times. Other side, left leg. I need a second mummy because that mummy wasn't scary enough. So let's get another mummy going here. Left leg, little micro bend. Bring my knee up on my right side. Just going to put it over the other side. So now my right leg is over. Right arm comes out. Left is going to come over it and kind of connect. If you can put the back of the hands together. If not, that's okay. You can do the back sides instead of the palms. Find your focal point. I'm going to dip down and curl under a little bit more. Elbows up. Let's take an inhale, exhale. There we go. So we're going to inhale and exhale. We're going to moan like our mummies. Oh. My husband's probably like, what are they doing out there? Oh. Gotta make this one scary, you guys. Oh. Oh, good. Even the dogs looked. Unwind your arms.
She's looking around. Who's doing that?
Legs out. My dogs are looking at me like, what is that sound?
It's okay.
It's just the
Nancy.
mummy. It's
Lay down.
okay. That was totally cute. I like that. So let's inhale, cleansing breath. Exhale down. We're going to do a little different one. We're going to do a little palm tree one. I'm trying to think what kind of Halloween that could be, but we may make it kind of a Wampin' Willow. Ooh, maybe we'll see. Ooh. So inhale, arms come up. Hands clasped together. And you're going to push the tops out, right? Good. Micro bend in the knees. Inhale, stretching it up. Exhale. We're going to bring our hands behind our head, stretching out our shoulders. Good. Inhale up. Exhale. We're going to womp to one side. Womp. Stretching out the side. Inhaling back up to center. Exhaling to the other side. Inhaling back up. Exhaling. Hands come down to the back of your neck. Inhaling up. And let's just swan dive it down. Exhaling. Swan dive down. Hang. Kind of shake it out a little bit. For fun, we can move over to one side. So move to the left, putting your right arm on your left foot. Bending the knee slightly. You can stay here, or you can bring your other elbow up. And you can even spread your wings if you like, but you don't have to do. And just breathe. Stretching out the back, twisting it a little bit, which is great. Exhale, bring that arm down. We're going to inhale, moving it to the other side. So now my left hand will come onto my right foot. I'm going to bring up my little wing, a little chicken wing. Open up the wings if I want to fly for a minute in this beautiful wind. It could be a crow right now, flying around. Exhale, bring it down. Let's slowly slowly roll it up. So tracing your fingers on your toes, going up your shins, rolling it up to your knees, up to your thighs. I want you going slow. Up to your pelvic area and all the way up. Good. Okay, my tutu keeps coming up with me. Let's go to the front of the mat. Take a hydration break if you need really quick. Sorry, my sinus is trying to come out.
Yeah. Sounds like they can.
It just keeps dripping. But that's part of my self-care in the morning is my sinus rinse, so. Sorry, when you go upside down, it does like to reshift. All right. Whew. It is hot out here. My tutu adjusted. Standing in my mountain. Grounding your feet. Let's just feel for a minute. After the full moon, it's always nice during the full moon too. It's just to ground yourself with the earth. The moon sends all the energy here. Sometimes we feel a little overwhelmed. Sometimes we feel erratic, and you can feel either fatigued or super energized. So it's always good to just refocus into the ground and just pull the energy from the earth. And also, if you have too much, you would be giving the energy back to the earth. So standing in our mountain, just feeling the ground, sway back and forth. Kind of move your feet, on your toes, on your heels. Just feeling the earth. You want to make sure you're grounded. Beautiful. And just picture all the energy coming from the sun above or the moon above, coming into your head, pulsating down into your chest, down your fingers, shooting out your fingers, down through the legs, into the toes. You okay? Into the ground, all the way down into earth. Feeling that energy. Just feel it and breathe. Here are crows behind us, talking to us. They're blind, everything. Make sure you're at the front of your mat. So scoot to the front of your mat. We're going to inhale coming up. Exhale, we're going to swan dive down, all the way down. Bending those knees if we need to. Hands on the shin and let's half lift. Exhale, just letting your arms fall down. Good. We are going to move, I'm going to move my left leg back first into lunge, and I'm going to frame the other foot. Good. Make sure that knee does not go over your toes. We want to protect our knees, right? Good. We're just framing it, stretching it. You can feel it in the leg that's back. You can just feel it all throughout that leg. Just stretching. Isn't it beautiful? Nice, like,
Yeah, if I get up from here, I'll be fine.
Eventually we'll get up. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's drop this back knee. Relaxing that back foot. We're going to come up if you can. Good. Stretching it out. Some of you may be back a little further, which is fine. As you get more relaxation into your hips, you will lean it forward and open up those hip flexors. But you're doing perfect. Everybody looks so good. Arms come up, inhaling up. This is our crescent lunge, showing thanks. Got a ton of birds up top, spinning around, looking for something. Watching them. Yeah. Exhale, bring your arms back down. All the way back down. And guess what? We're going to, my right knee is the one up here that's bent. I have my right hand on it. My other hand is down, relaxed next to it. What we're going to do is we're going to slowly start to tilt it open so that eventually your foot will get on the side. You don't have to go too far. We're working on her hips. We're gonna get her hips relaxed one of these days. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. My dear. Bringing them back. Now the fun part. We're gonna curl our back toe again, and we're gonna start to kind of come back, back, back. Stretching out that front leg. You can sit all the way down on your foot if you need to, or you can just hold it.
Okay.
If you can straighten it out, we're gonna see. If not, that's okay. You want to probably pop your toes up to where you're flexing a little bit.
I'm down.
It's okay. She's down.
I'm down.
Good. Rolling it kind of back up. And we will actually go back onto our hands and knees. Oh, there was a gust of wind. That was good. Toes are curled under. Hands spread out in front of you. And we're going to, just using our core, we're going to move it up and push it back into a down dog. This is our first down dog, so you're on your toes. Don't worry about your heels right now. We're on our toes, right? So when you inhale, you can bend one knee and you can actually set the heel down for the other foot. Kind of walking the dog, right? Now we're going to switch. Inhale. We're going to bend the other knee and set the other heel down. Inhale, exhale. Rotate again. On an inhale and exhale. I want a full cycle breath on each side so we're not moving too fast. Good. Do two more. Back up on your toes. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly walk it forward where your hands and your toes meet. Walk it all the way to the front. There you go. Inhale, bringing it up slowly. Staying up here for a second. While we're upside down, our whole body needs to shift and kind of says, oh my gosh, what is going on? So just give it a minute to let all the blood recirculate all the way back down. Okay? Once you feel not as dizzy or you feel the blood has rushed all the way back down, we're going to take an inhale up. We're going to swan dive it down. Good. Just kind of hang. We're going to put our hands on our shins and we're going to push out and inhale into half lift. And exhaling, forward fold. Good. So last time, I put my left leg back, right? Yeah, right. So now it's going to be my right's going to step back into my lunge. I'm just going to try to get into my high lunge, make sure that my knee is protected, it's not over my toes. If this is too much, you can drop your knee now. We're going to do it in just a second anyway. We're stretching out this hip flexor, which is a good area for you. With stiff hips. Drop that back knee. Relax that back foot. And we're going to kind of come up onto our knee, inhaling. It's okay. If you need to scoot back a little bit, you can to where you're more of a box. Inhale up. Crescent lunge. Looking up, enjoying the sky, enjoying the trees. Running around with the wind. Oop. Hands come back down. Put one hand down opposite of the foot that's up here. So same knee, same hand, and we're going to slowly start to peel it away. If you want a little onion, you're just going to peel it one little layer at a time until you're on your side. There goes my hip. I felt it pop. It ends up popping. Oh, here comes the gust. Inhale, bringing it back. And let's curl this back toes and let's exhale. We're going to move it back slowly, slowly, slowly. Stretching out the back of our hamstrings. Bringing your head down if you can. If not, you're okay to stay up. I think I'm losing more glitter than was on this thing. Mm-hmm. Very good. We're going to slowly move it forward. Let's go back to our hands and knees. Hands and knees, curl your toes. We're going to slowly sit back into child's pose. Active child's pose, so the toes are curled, knees are together, forehead down, hands straight out so you can grip the earth. And then what I want you guys to do from here, keeping your hands where they are, head where they are, feet and knees where they are, what we're going to do is we're going to use our abs again, and we're just going to push ourselves up. Walking the feet up if you need to, so you're on your toes. Good. Back in our down dog. So this time we're going to do something a little different. We're going to inhale and bring up that right leg in the three-legged dog. Woo, good job. Exhale, bend the leg that's up top. Foot comes to your bottom. Your knee kind of opens. Inhale, straighten it back out. And exhale, lower it all the way down. Good job. Inhale, bring up the left. Exhale, bending that knee, straightening out, kind of opening that hip area. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, down. Good job. Now, you can do a little turbo for a second. So inhale, you're in your down dog. Exhale, just bring your knees down a little bit. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring them down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Now, let's slowly move forward into a plank. Bring your knees down. Good. Releasing those back feet. We're going to kiss the ground. Nani loves this one. You kiss the ground with your chest, booty's up, and then you let your whole body fall down. Whole body falls down first. Yes. I didn't even know Aria joined us back there. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So, my tutu's up around my chest here.
So am I.
All right, we're going to stay on our bellies. And I want to put our arms out beside us. Hands come palms down. Let's actually put palms up. Change my mind. Is your nose running too?
Yep.
As we inhale, I want us to inhale, bringing up those arms and legs. We're going to fly around like a locust or crow. Exhale, bringing them down. Inhale up. And then fly around a little bit. Exhale down. Good job. We can hear you sniffling. Just let it run. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. So let's bring our hands next to our chest. Oh, move your tutu out of the way if you have a tutu. Right next to your chest on the nipple line. Elbows are not out. They're going to be tucked in. And we're going to move into some cobra, which, you know, sometimes cobras can be scary, so we're going to make it a striking cobra. So as you inhale, you're going to slowly move it up, keeping your elbows bent. And then as you exhale, you're that mean cobra. And you're swaying down, right? Inhaling up to our nice, cobra. Exhaling, scary cobra. Good. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Dogs think we're crazy right now.
I love it. She's moving.
Okay. Go ahead and bring your hands back out beside you, palms up this time. And your feet, instead of on the tops of your feet, I want you to go to the side, letting your toes go out to the mat. Okay? Chin down. Need a wipe
No.
We're going to stay right here. This is our crocodile. This is a great one too, they say, for grounding into the earth, where your belly is down, grounding into the earth. You can actually sway back and forth with your hips, like you're a little crocodile kind of swimming in the water. All that you can see is their little eyeballs that are above. That's all that's hanging up above the water. And just feel how that feels with the hips. Any tension there. Good. I'm going to release, just relax into it. And be still for a second, taking some breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Excuse me. We're dying over here with the sweat. We're going to put our hands next to us and we're going to slowly move back into a child's pose. Relax. So the knees are outside. Oh, there's glitter everywhere. Pushing it back, down, head on the mat. I'm coughing, Nani's sniffling. We're going to slowly start to inhale, walking it up. Go ahead and put your knees together. Sitting on your feet or your heels. Oh my gosh. As I died. Hands are right next to you. If they can, ground into the earth. To our lightning bolt. Feeling the energy from the sun above or the moon above coming into our crown. Focusing down through the head, the neck, down through the chest, down through the knees, into the earth. You're touching the earth. Beautiful. We're going to slowly move our hands forward, not very far. And what I want you to do on this point, I want you to just lean your hips to one side. So I'm going to lean to the right. And you're just going to start to feel it over here in the hip. You can move your hands to the other side, or you can keep them kind of centered. But you should feel it all the way down into this area, into the hips, up into the hip flexors. Good. Now we're going to come back to our center, and we're going to move to the other side slightly. Feeling it even up through your rib cage, down through the side. Oh, that's so wonderful. Back to center. Take you a hydration break, or if you don't need one, we're going to move on to our bottom. Let me check what's going on over here. Onto your bottom, to a seated position. Hi, baby girl. Come see the dog back there just hanging out. I'm going to put my back, well, the back can't be up the sun. let's go ahead and sit the length of our mat here. We're going to just slowly start to move our feet, our bottom back. You can feel like an area where you can feel a little bit of balance on that bottom. We're going to be moving into boat, which I always think of those scary movies where the boat's on the river or the lake and it's so foggy you can't see. So that's going to be our boat right now, Halloween style. Right? Once you feel like you have your area, try to bring your feet up. You kind of find your bottom that's balancy. Can you let go? If not, you can grab back, but let's try. Try it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? What about, can you try it again, but straightening out the legs even more? So straighten out the legs first. Woo! Or how about just one at a time? Let's do that. Letting go, one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Set it down. Boat's really good for the abs, just to give you a little bit of it. She's like, don't make me do my abs anymore. It's always a good, fun one. So let's just make sure you're on your mat and roll it back. See if I can with my tutu. Rolling it back slowly. I just walk my feet back, holding on, holding on. Oh, beautiful. It's really sunny up top. Oh, Lordy. Let's go ahead and we're gonna bring both of our legs up, straight up, like up the wall. We're gonna make our little, it's another mummy, right? Legs are straight up the wall. Guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna bring our arms up. And I want us to lean up, up, up. Can you pull the rope? Pulling on one side, then the other. One side, then the other. We're gonna work the abs a little bit here. One side, then the other. We're gonna get our obliques, the sides of your abs. One side. We gotta strengthen those muscles, right? Pulling the rope. We're trying to get up out of the pit we're in, where the mummies are at, and we're trying to get up. We've gotta pull the rope. Keep pulling. We're gonna get out of it. Halloween style. My Halloween stories. Oh, just relaxed. Yeah, we're out. So we're out. Knees to your chest. Woo. Rocking back and forth. You guys got out of the mummy pit. We survived. Go ahead and do some circles. So circle with your knees pulling out and down. Inhaling up. Exhaling out. Let's reverse. So inhaling out and down. Exhaling when they come up. And just see what feels good to you. Let's just do some circles here. One way. Woo. The other way. Good. We're going to release our feet down to the mat. We're going to bring up one foot. It's going to cross over the other so that my right ankle is on my left thigh. Okay. Go ahead with the same, my right is bent up in the air kind of, so my right hand's going to touch my right knee and it's going to push away. Stretching out that hip flexor, using your other hand to blind the sun from you if you need it. Okay, we're going to release. Now we're going to thread, so this one will be threading underneath into like a lying reverse pigeon. We're just going to pull this into us. Pulling that leg in, feeling it on this bent leg that you're pulling in, the hip flexors up front, you've got the glute medius in the back, you've got a little bit of your hamstring you're pulling. Just bring it in. You guys are doing good. We're almost done with this Halloween session. Doing good. Release both feet down to the mat. So now we're gonna switch sides, right? Or correct?
Correct.
Left leg will come up. My left ankle will go over my right thigh. So now I have over here, my left hand will go to my left knee and it's gonna push apart a little bit. Push it away, using my hand to unblind the sun here. You're gonna release your hand. We're gonna thread through, grab this other leg and pull both of our legs towards us. Whew. Feeling it in now. The left hip flexor, left glute medius, maximus. Oh yeah, and sometimes the hamstring back there. You're like, ooh. Very good. And just remember to breathe. We're gonna release both legs flat on the mat. And I do want to actually bring both of the knees up, hugging them to you. Bring your head up and hug them. And relax. Now what I want you to do is we're going to just do our spinal twist. So we're going to pick a side, let your knees go to one side. And whatever way your knees are facing, your head is going to want to be the other way. Oh my gosh. It's a little blinding, but you can put your hands, put the hand that's closest to your head over here. You're going to feel the twist in that lower back all the way up into the upper back. Maybe even the cervical right there with the spine and the head connect. And breathe. Inhale and untwist it back to center. So now we have to go the other way. So we're going to exhale slowly, letting our legs fall down, straightening out that arm. I'm going to use the same. No, here we go. Oh, I'm touching one. Aw. We're going to hold hands. So my head looks the opposite way.
Oh wait, no, you can, no.
Do you need to do the other way and use that as your...
Oh, no, I'm right.
Okay. She's correct.
I'm correct.
Twisting, twisting. Oh, I can feel my back popping slowly. I love that.
Where's my list?
Natural adjustment right here, you guys. Oh. Inhale, we're gonna bring it back up. Ooh. Heels will come down. We're gonna spread our whole body out. And we're gonna go into our corpse, which of course is a mummy pose all by itself, right? Corpse pose. You've got your corpses out. So we're gonna relax the whole body, letting everything just relax. If you need to, let's slowly tighten our body. We can tighten from our toes. Just clench those toes, squeeze those legs together, squeeze your glutes together. Your abs, bring them up, squeeze them. Your chest, like you're doing a little bicep curl. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale. And as you exhale, let it all go. Everything falls down. It's my favorite way to relax because sometimes you tell yourself to relax and you can't. But if you force your body, it helps. Oh, that one feels good. And just scan again from your head. Is your head relaxed? Is your neck, your chest? Remember, we're breathing in and out through our nose still. Picturing your intention for today. Did you get a good intention of your practice? Did you enjoy the Halloween theme? And you can think back to your lotus or your spider, Mudra, and think about, are you absorbing what you need after the full moon? Have you let go of what no longer serves you and what is holding you down from doing what you need to do? We all have a path that we're supposed to be on, and sometimes We don't want to do it, or we're scared, so we hold back. When that full moon comes, it's time to let go of that fear and anxiety and just go for it. Do what you're called to do. Do what makes you feel great. So absorb all this power back in. And get ready for the new moon. When the new moon comes in a couple of weeks, that is when you will actually be focusing on new beginnings. So right now we're letting go of all that fear and anxiety, so that in a couple of weeks with the new moon, we can bring in what we would like. Take a few breaths here. I'll bring you back in a minute. Man, the wind feels lovely. These gusts of wind. Letting go. As soon as the wind blows, that's the fear and anxiety going with it. That's the anger going with it. Just letting it go. When the wind blows, I feel it. Just letting go. You feel that too? I do. Yes. Oh. The wind has decided to kick up super high so it can help us let go of all of those anxieties, all of those fears. All of those I'm not good enough, or I can't do this. Let it go. You are awesome. You can do anything. Beautiful. Stay in this pose for a second. Take some deep breaths. Good. Slow breaths. Want to come back, let's start wiggling our fingers and toes. Let's bend our knees, bring our feet up to the mat. Let's just roll onto one side into a fetal baby position. Take some cleansing breaths here. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Beautiful. We're going to slowly start to sit it up into seated. I don't want to cover Nani here. Am I in your way? No. Okay. She's dealing with a headdress issue. Bringing your feet back in. Now remember, whatever way your feet were in the beginning, let's do the opposite. We need to make sure both sides get worked out, right? Beautiful. Ooh, there we go. I'll scooch over just a little bit. Hands on the knees. Let's do a little neck roll. Looking down. And go around slowly. Do that a couple times. We hold most of our tension up in our upper back and neck. So let's make sure we have let it go and just relaxed. Reversing, going the other way. Beautiful. Looking up. Take a second to refocus on that. Let's go ahead. And I want to tilt your head so that my right ear is now going towards my right shoulder. My left arm comes out, and it's just going to stay. So I've got my right ear towards my right shoulder. My right hand is going to just pull on top of that head and just pull down slightly. And just start moving your hand down a little bit to where you can feel the tension and the pull in the neck, down through the shoulder, and keep it there. Good. Inhale, and as you exhale, that's where you can pull just a little bit more. Release your hand. We're going to look back up at neutral. Now my left ear is going to touch my left shoulder. Or it won't touch, but it'll go towards it. I don't want to tell you that. Right arm is out. Left will wrap around and grab the side of my head right here. And I'm just going to slowly pull, and I'm going to move that right arm down, down, down until I feel that pulling right through the neck into the shoulder. Hold there. Take a good inhale. On the exhale, pull just a little bit more. Good. Feel that? Good. Release. Look back up. Now another part I love is looking straight down, chin to the chest. Hands come behind you and sit on the back of your head, and guess what? You get to gently push it forward. Gently push. You're going to feel your shoulder blades, your neck. Good. Release. Now, I want you to just let your head go back, back, back. Chin comes up. And we'll come back to neutral. So we've made all 4 points. We've made our north, south, west, and east with our head. Very good. Look at that. Almost perfect timing there. We got this. Inhaling up. I want to do our lotus mudra. So putting my bottom of my hands together, my thumb and pinky together. My hands are out. Kind of like my little flower or my spider. Spider today with its little tarantula things. I hate spiders. Don't know why I like to say that today, but it's helping me get over that fear. It's up at your head. We're inhaling. As you exhale, bringing our lotus or spider down on its little web, down to our chest. Inhaling and exhaling. I appreciate you guys joining me today for our Halloween themed Reaching Restorative. So this class is for beginners, yet more, we do a little bit of advanced movement in there too. So I really hope you guys have had fun with it. I know we have, even though it is November and it's baking out here today. I don't know how that happened, but warm weather is great for yoga outside. Otherwise, you have to take it inside. So we figured it's beautiful. Let's do it outside for probably the last day of this year that we can. Go ahead and bring your hands together. Inhaling up to the sky, bring them together. Angeline Mudra, bringing it to your third eye or your brow. The light in me honors, appreciates, and loves the light in you. We are all badasses. We are all great creatures that we need to appreciate ourselves and others. So I appreciate y'all joining me, Actively Amber. And with that, if you will bow with me, we will say Namaste. Happy Halloween, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully we're still in there. Oh yeah, the live's still kind of back and forth. So thank you guys. Like and subscribe.